This cute compact plant is known as Asplenium nidus, or bird's nest fern. And this is probably a specific kind of cultivar which has that kind of crinkly leaf shape. Typically Asplenium nidus doesn't have such a crinkle leaf shape, but I've seen a number of great cultivars that have come out, and a lot of them have come out of Asia, and that is where this plant is actually native to. Now, this bird's nest fern is called that for a specific reason. It has this kind of bird's nest shape, but it usually grows in trees epiphytically, and it has that kind of cup or that bird's nest shape in order to be able to capture some more of those nutrients and hold on to those nutrients. This is a plant that I would say is similar to Chlorophytum comosum, which is the spider plant, not because it produces all little babies, but if you don't water your Chlorophytum comosum, it'll start to get a lighter shade of green. And if you're not keeping up with the watering of your Asplenium, it'll also start to look a pallid green color. And that's when you know you need to actually start to water this plant. Along with a lot of other ferns, this plant does need to keep up some of the moisture, even though it's a little bit more of an epiphyte. So in some epiphytic ferns, they can manage getting dried out now and again. This one I try to keep a little bit more of a consistent moisture. So I have this in a bit of a peatier with some bark mix. You're not going to be able to see that as much because the plant has kind of really filled out this hanging basket. And I have this set a little bit further back into my closet garden. So even though my closet garden is facing a southwest window, it's set back into the garden because this wouldn't actually do very well in such direct light. You want to give it a little bit more like medium light or kind of dappled shade conditions. Fertilizing this more on a bi-weekly basis during the growing season. If you're giving this a just well-balanced fertilizer, it's going to be fine. You could even get away with like a monthly to even twice every other month fertilizing this plant. Again, because it's an epiphyte, it's not always getting those kinds of like rich nutrients all the time because it's not necessarily directly in the ground. So it kind of comes and gets the nutrients as it can. What else can I say about this plant? Very good plant to grow. If you want to grow ferns, this is one of the easier ones, I think personally, to grow indoors, and it actually gives a really nice, interesting rosette shape as well.